Okay, we have my beautiful TCS-13 set up, and it's on 160 meters, 1875 kilohertz. Just signed it on, and you can see I have to use this. Aaron Murakami finally sent me this. I've had this thing 40 years, almost May, June 1982, and it was missing the RF ammeter, and I never bothered to get one. And now it has one. So it's transmitting into my Tesla coil outside, which we'll see in a moment. The plate current is about almost 140, a little under. The antenna amperage is a little slight over 0.8 or 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, oh 9, okay. 900 milliamperes, almost 1 amp. That's quite happy. As you can see here, it's just about 1880 on the dial. So there's my lovely TCS, which I've had for a good long time, and it's just been a wonderful transmitter. No receiver though. And here's my other one that I just use for local. It does CW and AM, and I just broadcast a 50 milliwatt, 100 milliwatt AM. That's the carrier level. Just on hikes and stuff, walks. Doesn't go far. 630 meter transmitter. Okay. This is 474.72 and 6 NKS beacon, which runs during the night hours. Sometimes, not every day, but a few hours here and there. So back to the beautiful TCS, and here's a lovely addition which put in today, the RF ammeter reading 900 milliamperes, and so everything looks hunky-dory, and it isn't much different than Griffin Brock's readings on the meter. He was getting 1 amp at 150 milliamperes, and I'm getting almost 0.9 at 140. And that's because the second 1625 is a little bit down. But here's the magic of this. I go out into here's the magic KC6NDC mag loop. I have a 630 meters, 60 meters, 60 meters, usually like 5371.5. Okay. Now, let's go into that thing. The fluorescent tube here at evening dusk in Keeler. The fluorescent tube is loving. Now, the tip of it, the tuning stub gets it as a Hertzian wave. The tuning stub gets it. I reduce the tuning stub length, the little pipe shining, 6 inches, just to get it to 1880 or so, get it up a little bit up from the low end of 160 meters. Here is the fluorescent tube. And we're now 2 meters back. Maybe. See, by doing this at dusk, we still can see the fluorescent tube lit. It's just getting dimmer and dimmer. But we can see any there's some standing waves in it. Let's see, they kind of move forward. They move toward the source. Well, this camera has a flash, so it's hard to see, but it's barely lit. It's probably going to want to go out. So that's about the distance we were getting in time. Up close, it's like very ridiculous. Right, wonderful. And it's 32 turns. I've got a really incredible ground rod system going. And if I turn off this headlamp, you get a little better effect. And the feed line is just coming in from the radio room. There. Funny how it's sliding at my hand side, not the wire feed in, because it wants the field. So here's the feed, just a thick wire to the bottom and the top, and the tapered loading coil voltage side what you call the tuning stub. And you know, you can do all sorts of cool effects that makes people new to radio theory kind of interested. In fact, how just a high frequency, a medium frequency Tesla coil. And it's working no different with this incredibly big inductor of about 205 microhenries and 6 NKS wrote on the building, the side of the, what you want to call it here. So it's a 160 meter, which is a great band. That's TCS used to be heard in Hawaii when I was just working Mike WB60ER at CW on the Big Sur coast. Okay, so we're quite a ways away now. I'm physically 4 meters from the coil. You can see those weird, cool, pulsating, standing waves in the fluorescent tube. I think I made a video in 6 minutes of this, but it's getting kind of long. There's your real bright light, and they really are cool. This always fascinates folks, and I've made a series of videos now. Take your pick. And today is 19 April 2022, whatever that day after Easter is. Figure it out. I should have checked beforehand anyway. So there's nothing like a fantastically big, cool loading coil inductor, and the antenna is only the tuning stub, which allows it to generate real high voltage. It does emit enough Hertzian wave that this was heard S9 near Templeton, but between Templeton and Cayucos in a rural area, and the guy had a good antenna and a ground system and heard it great. That was WA6IJR. So we're just going to turn the video off. Thanks.